My earliest memory is riding in my grandfather's boat, arm over the side, hand in the spray. I've spent much of the rest of my life chasing this feeling. All of that has led to this, the wooden boat experience. Well, here we are in beautiful Merrickville, Ontario, Canada, and we are about to pull into Sirens Boatworks and visit with Andrew and the gang and see what they're doing with wooden boats here in Merrickville. I hope you enjoy it.
That's my morning ritual. Hop in the boat, go for a smoke, drive down to the lock wall, back. Okay, I'm like ready to rock.
Ready to go. What's the size of this shop?
60 by 40. Yeah. And it's, so I've been here for 5 years, and there was another marina kind of using it as storage for a long time, but eventually like the property was sold, and I was it's a like-minded guy who bought the property. And so he's like, dude, like he knew I was in the area, I was doing a lot of work next door and stuff like that, so he offered it to me and I jumped at it, and it was just kind of bare, it's still pretty bare bones, but we're slowly getting comfortable and filling it up with equipment, you know. It was like kind of like, hello, for a long time. And so he burns in a fire after a 7-year restoration. And
it was all done?
It was all done, just been finished. He had it for 2 years, I believe, after restoration, unfortunately. So he was okay, everybody survived and stuff like that, but the boat didn't. It sank, they had to sink it, it burnt the boathouse down. And, so we're working with Steve Killing on this one, designer up in Midland. And so he's taken some pictures of, we have the burnt structure here actually to give us a footprint, and really it enabled us to, as far as the hull shape, this has nothing to do with the deck or anything, we were able to build a mold. You know, we talked with the CNC operator. From that information, we had mold stations, and we built the boat around a mold upside down.
When you see Skipper firsthand, you realize the attention to detail is top-notch on this build.
We played a laminated solid teak cabin sole. The best of the best. Like really, we're fussing over it, going over everything, making sure I'm 100% satisfied. And I don't always get that opportunity. I don't like oil in the bilge. Like on example on Skipper, that new build, like we have really beautiful stainless steel drip pans made, fitted to the hull that go underneath the engines. You know, when we do something nice, I want to respect it. On Skipper, for example, like our transom board is, we have a genuine piece of mahogany that's, you know, but and grain specific. We're trying to match up grain, and so that just adds another realm of a challenge. He's like, that doesn't look like. And you know, I agree. You know, we took on the challenge and we found one.
No, they're 305 Chevy small block shafts.
We got to go to the expert up in the boat.
There you go. These scoops, they were kind of, one of them was kind of a glob of brass, more or less, and we had a
just melted down?
Yeah. So the customer, I wanted to fiberglass this, just because everything's new, right? Of course, but he was quite adamant about he wants to go. What did Skipper have? It had canvas, kind of fine. Like the high gloss just wasn't really super suited for everything else was high gloss. It was just a nice kind of balance when this was kind of semi-gloss. But that product is very difficult to control.
To keep even.
To keep even.
Yeah, semi-gloss always is a fight, you know, to get the whole thing semi-gloss.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear somebody else say it, because I painted this, you know, I've been painting it almost every day for like the last 5 business days.
Hey, you'll have a lot of coats on it. He's not going to walk.
Yeah, there's pictures of, that's why we had to do it so overbuilt, because there's pictures of like 6 people standing on the roof.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that like a porthole?
That is.
Do you just slide that out of the way and you have an opening?
That hatch there?
Yeah.
That's a hatch. We're kind of burnt to a crisp. These are new. And then he just remembered that this was metal.
Is this a typical thing in Canada to have the helm on this side?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a thing, but that comment's been made several times now, so I think it is. We've just been lowering it, and of course, that just concept of lifting the weight from the lower is
Yeah, at first we had these up here, and obviously
That's where they are in the lineman.
Right, and
Yep.
and it's
But they
too much
won't
weight
support
right
a
there,
big
so
window.
a little bit of a physics problem there. But we
Every time I put my windshield up, I think it's this the time it's going to crack.
the two pieces of teak with the strip in between, and we folded it right in half, and it didn't separate from it.
And what's it called again, Andrew?
It's called product made by Teak Systems, and it is the most forgiving product. Like if you have a little air bubble, you just put more on it, and then you sand it
Runs
clean,
right
and
in.
you can.
It's sandable too. Very nice.
This was fun to make this curve. Actually, just ripped it into a whole bunch of strips.
Whole bunch
and
of
then
strips.
Mitered it all back together.
And then you laminated the top, veneered it.
No, that's all just solid
Oh,
wood.
it's
a solid wood
On
silk.
the other top
Holy
there,
cow.
Spartan. That's
Yeah, there's
another
this
great
top, yeah.
example of what Spartan did there.
It's a little dusty.
so much extra work.
Yeah, all solid
Oh
wood
my
though.
goodness.
Yeah. I was actually suggesting doing it at Apply, but Andrew was pretty adamant that we do it in solid wood, and I'm kind of glad he was.
All nail, this is where we get to see kind of the construct. It's all nail and roves fastened. We did the same thing.
And what year was this boat?
1940. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like a lineman for the Georgian Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was looking at the bilge,
Yeah.
it looked like
It's
I was home.
a little dip, like the bottom is actually Carvel plank, and the sides are lap streak. That's a little bit, and they do the transition. Now that I'm thinking of it, the transition is underneath of this bottom.
Oh, so that's almost like a trim piece, like a just kind of covering up a joint, huh?
Kind of, yeah. It's once you really thought of how are we going to transition that?
Yeah, I didn't think about that till you just said that.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about caulking it, so obviously it's carved. I don't know that I've ever seen another boat that was a combination.
Me neither. No, it was very different. Took me a second.
I'm seeing a phoenix rising again from the ashes and charcoal of a 1940s Norse, but it's more than a reproduction. So many hands have guided this build along with Andrew, the client, the designer, the craftsman in the boat shop, not to mention the builders of the original boat. Along with wood and metal, there is love and tradition, with just enough new technology. Both boats named Skipper, after a family member, but also members of the family.
Yeah, no, this has been a 3-year process, and that's not to say we've been working. This is not a 3-year build, but it's been a lot of investigation, a lot of research, and a lot of stalls, like waiting for the right information to come up or waiting for a decision to be made.
And other projects come up too, and we got to switch gears
Right.
for a minute.
But it's been here, and we've been pecking away. And
So this summer it's going in?
that's right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Spring.
Spring. Yeah. This guy knows what he wants, and it's just been incredible.
The wooden boat experience is my way of moving forward with my need to create, while looking back at objects from the past and the little bits left behind as each person touches that object. Wooden boats perfectly embrace these two goals. The boat may only hold a few passengers, but I am surrounded by all those who sat in it before.